Hey there! Today, we're going to demystify a grammar tool that you literally use every single day, probably without even thinking about it. It's called reported speech. It's the engine of gossip. It's how we share amazing stories and how we pass on messages. So let's dive in and break down how it really works.
Of course you have, right? We do this constantly. You run into a friend and the first thing you say is, "You are not going to believe what Alex just told me." Well, that right there, that act of retelling is exactly what we're talking about today.
So, let's make it official. Reported speech is just the act of telling someone what another person said. Think about it like this simple chain. Alex says something to you, and then you turn around and tell it to Sarah. You are reporting what Alex said. It's really as simple as that.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. How does a sentence actually change when we report it? We're going to start with a really basic example to see all the moving parts in action.
Okay, check this out. On the left, you've got direct speech. Those are the exact words Alex said. "I like your tie." But when you tell this to Sarah, it changes. You'd say, "She said she liked my tie." Did you catch the key difference? The verb like, which is in the present tense, becomes liked in the past tense. This shift is the secret sauce we need to master. And you know what? You've got options. You can say, "She said she liked my tie," or you could say, "She told me she liked my tie." Both of them are perfectly correct. They mean the exact same thing. Oh, and you might hear people add the word that, like, "She said that she liked my tie." That little word is totally optional, so you can use it or lose it. It's completely up to you. All right, now for what is probably the most important part of this whole explainer. If you only remember one thing today, make it this. We're calling it the golden rule of reported speech: tense backshift. So here it is, the golden rule. When you report what someone said, the verb tense usually takes one simple step back into the past. Think of it like a little time machine for your verbs. This jump backward creates a little distance. It tells the listener that we're talking about something that was said in the past, even if it was just a few seconds ago. This rule is your key, and this chart just lays it out so clearly. Present tense, I play, becomes past tense, he played. Present continuous, I am playing, becomes past continuous, he was playing. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Look at those bottom two rows. Both the present perfect, I have played, and the past simple, I played, they both take a step back to the same place. The past perfect, he had played. That last one, past simple to past perfect, is definitely the trickiest, so keep an eye out for it. So we've got our golden rule. Now let's actually put it into practice. We're going to see how this tense backshift works, not just with regular verbs, but also with those helpful little words we call modal verbs. Let's start with this one. Someone says to you, "I will call you tomorrow." So how do you report that? The verb we're focused on is will. What do you think that becomes when it takes one step back in time? Exactly. Will becomes would. She said she would call me tomorrow. See? It follows our golden rule perfectly. Just one step back. All right, ready for the next one? Let's say a friendly local tells you, "I can show you around the city." How would you tell your friend about that awesome offer? The key verb here is can. You got it. Can takes that step back and becomes could. He said he could show me around the city. You're seeing the pattern now, right? It's actually pretty consistent. Okay, here it comes, that tricky one we talked about earlier. Your friend tells you, "I got a new job." The verb got is already in the past simple tense. So where does it go from there? What's one step further back than the past? It becomes the past perfect. She told me she had got a new job. This is that special case right from our table. The simple past takes a step back to the past perfect. Honestly, once you get that one down, You've pretty much mastered the hardest part.
Okay, so we've practiced with single verbs, which is great. But real life is messy, and sentences can be a little more complex. So let's tackle a sentence that's going to make us do multiple changes all at once.
So here's our challenge. I watched a movie last night, but tonight I'm going to go dancing. Whoa. Okay, we've got two different verbs in two different tenses. We have watched, which is past simple, and we have am going, which is present continuous.
But hey, let's not get overwhelmed. We can just break it down into 3 easy steps. First, the pronoun I becomes she. That's easy. Second, our first verb, watched, is past simple, so it takes a step back to the past perfect, had watched. And third, our second verb, am going, is present continuous, so that shifts to past continuous, was going.
And now, when we put all those little pieces together, we get this perfectly reported sentence. She said she had watched a movie last night, but she was going to go dancing tonight. See? When you take it one step at a time, even a complex sentence like that is totally manageable.
All right, you've seen how it all works. You know the golden rule. Now it's time to put that knowledge to the test. I'm going to throw a couple of sentences your way, and you're going to transform them. You ready for this?
Okay, first challenge. Your friend pulls you aside and says, I have a new girlfriend. How do you report that juicy piece of news to someone else? The verb to focus on is have.
And the answer is, he told me he had a new girlfriend. The present tense, have, takes one step back to the past tense, had. Fantastic work. Let's try one more, a little bit longer this time. Someone says, we can go to the movies on Friday if you have time. Okay, there are 2 verbs in there that you're going to need to change. What's the final reported sentence?
And the final answer is, she said we could go to the movies on Friday if I had time. Can becomes could, and have becomes had. If you got that right, you have absolutely nailed this. You now have the key to retelling any conversation and sharing any story you want. So, the only question left is, what story are you going to tell first?